All these and more in the month of June on ESPN. Month of June on ESPN. The X Games Asia 2006 is presented by Kia, the power to surprise. In association with Digi, always the smarter choice. Sunway Lagoon Theme Park, feel the fun. 720 Clothing Company. And Red Bull.
The media and the crowds are packing the grounds at the Sunway Lagoon Resort Hotel to see all the action they know they're going to be treated to. Big air, big tricks here at the X Games, and even the crowd gets to try some of their own tricks and be entertained by performances on the grounds. Hello and welcome to the Asian X Games 2006 presented by Kia. I'm Georgina here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at the Sunway Lagoon Resort Hotel. It's a fantastic day, hot and really gorgeous, and everyone knows we're going to expect lots of action today. Here's what you can expect to see. Coming up today, we've got the finals. First up is the skateboard park final. Will Padin, continue to be the pride of Malaysia? We'll find out later on. We've also got the men's speed climbing final and the inline vert final as well. And of course, we expect to see lots of Yasuchoko action, Eito and Takashi. That's going to be a highlight for today. But I know right now on the inline park, we've got lots of action there. Let's see what's happening there with Jen.
Thanks, Georgina. Yes, I'm at the park course and the skateboarders are getting very, very excited, ready for the finals. As you can see, the crowd behind me, they're going absolutely crazy. It's a lovely day, the sun's out, but will the skateboarders be able to handle the heat and perform up to the capabilities? But first up, here's what happened yesterday.
Yesterday, lots of high-flying action there. Sandro Diaz from Brazil. He treated the crowd to such amazing tricks and all kinds of flips, and of course, to the surprise of no one, he got the gold medal and successfully defended his title here at the Asian X Games. And of course, for the inline park, we saw from Japan, Soichiro Karashima grabbing the gold from that one. He had two fantastic runs on the park yesterday and grabbing his gold in his discipline as well. And in the women's speed climbing, we saw the champion, Evie Nelawati, hitting the buzzer top of the wall, just edging out her fellow compatriot Inga. And big smiles from the Indonesian contingent, grabbing golds. All three Indonesians, biggest smile from Evie there. All right, lots of fantastic action yesterday. We certainly know there's going to be even more today. We've got the skateboard park final coming up in just a while. Coming up is the break, but stay with us here on ESPN for more X Games action.
Asia 2006 is presented by Kia, the power to surprise.
Whenever, wherever, whatever, whoever, Kia's ready. Are you?
Kia, the power to surprise.
Red Bull with 25% less sugar. Not so sweet.
Red Bull, bully. decide for the Views of Asia to vote for their English Premier League Player of the Season. Each week, nominate a candidate from each of these categories. Then tune into the EPL Celebration Show. Pick Asia's EPL Player of the Season and stand a chance to win great prizes. The EPL Celebration Show, Saturday, 20th May, live on ESPN. EPL Celebration is presented by Nokia.
The Sunway Lagoon Resort Hotel is a self-contained tourism landmark, a collection of hotels, conference and convention centers, a theme park, a mega shopping and entertainment mall, medical center, educational facilities, and a multitude of distinctive convention, business and leisure facilities. Now there's also an oversized freeform swimming pool with a cascading waterfall and over 10,000 square meters of world-class meeting space, one of Malaysia's most versatile convention and exhibitions venues. The Asian X Games is coming to you from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, presented by Kia. Welcome back. I'm Georgina here in KL, Malaysia. Okay, I know everyone, all the skateboarders are ready at the park for the skateboard park final. Let's head over there now with our commentators Paul Higgins and Emil Jenico.
Thank you very much, Georgina, and you are exactly right. It is a great day for skateboarding. It's a great day to be here at the 2000 Asian X Games presented by Kia Skateboard Park Final. We get set for on a beautiful street course, a great crowd on hand, and we have 10 top skateboarders that went through a grueling semifinal to reach here. This is how we do it. 60 seconds, best of 2 runs on the 100-point scale. So they get 2 cracks at the course, and we do have 10 very good skateboarders on hand. Our first skateboarder of the day will be Jerawat Pawan, and he is from Thailand, and he represents KOB Skateboard Shop. We had a good opportunity to see him, 23 years old, best finish at the Asian X Games in 2004, 4th place. So Emil, a lot to do in this course. You got to be creative, you got to have some style, and you got to have difficulty your tricks.
That's right. He starts off with a nice 5-0 down the small ledge there. Paul, it's really hot out there. Oh, can't quite hang on to it. Falls down. I think it's just like yesterday in the vert that we saw. These guys are going to have a first run kind of jitters, but I think the second run you'll see a lot better. It's pretty hot out there, but these guys are professionals, and I think they're going to get it done. You're going to see some great tricks today.
Emil, when we look at the vert ramp as you go down, of course, the rail right there on the vert ramp, you can't fall, but here you can fall and still have a good run and come away with a good score. Your thoughts about that, sir?
That's right. Basically what happens is these guys can get as many tricks as they can, seeing Jerawat ollie up the Euro gap there, and if they fall, it counts against them, but there's so many tricks. That's what's great about the street park, that they can have so many tricks that their score will go up with their style and their amplitude, and falls only count a little bit against them.
So we're looking at right now Jerawat Pawan, and he is the first skateboarder to drop in on this skate park course on the final day of competition in the finals, and he's having a tough time. It's always tough. Believe me, it is always tough to be the first skateboarder on the course in a competition.
That's right, Paul, and it's about 95 degrees out here with about a 90% humidity, and that's going to be it for Jerawat Pawan's first run.
So the way we break it down, there's 10 skateboarders in all. To remind you once again, they each get 2 runs, and the judges, they base it on a 100-point scale. So they take the best out of 2 runs. So Jerawat Pawan was the first one to go in, and he represents KOB's skate shop, and I know they're excited to have him here. Take a look at his run once again.
Can't quite hang on to the big ledge there, kind of a gnarly fall there, and trying to get that feeble grind down the rail, and then he gets trying to 360 flip up the Euro gap. He'll be all right, but I think his second run, he'll come back and he'll have an excellent second run.
Jerawat's first score, 53.67. Our second skateboarder, Muhammad Fuad Saifua, and he is one of the guys that can come in this course and take over. Malaysian skater, age 19. You've seen him skate. Your thoughts about him as he drops in? I mean, you're going to be looking at a lot of different things if you're a judge.
That's right. You definitely want to start with technical and the amplitude, and this guy is a Malaysian favorite, starting off smooth with a big frontside 50-50 down the ledge. And you see the course looks a little bit slow today, Paul, but these guys just run right back up there, and the judges rewarding that hustle.
Neil, he looks very relaxed. I love his style. Very calm, cool.
That's right, these Malaysian skaters, Paul, like we were talking about yesterday, they have just that smooth style. The amplitude isn't too much as he starts off with a front side board slide up the rail there. But these guys are excellent skaters, and they're dealing with this heat very well.
Emil, can you break it down when you're looking at technical ability? Because you don't have to go high, but if you do some serious flip tricks and you get some technical elements, it will add to your score.
That's right, Paul. Basically what you want to do is get flip tricks and nice amplitude with a big backside air over the ski jump there. Mohammed Fuad Saifullah out of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, having a great first tricks and nice amplitude with a big backside air over the ski jump there. Mohammed Fuad Saifullah out of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, having a great first run here, Paul.
Certainly is. He's combined those technical elements, and just moments ago, the big air. Having difficulty there, but you know what? That comes at the end of his run, and so that was a very, very good run to start this competition. The second guy in, so you can only expect what we're going to see as we go to the top qualifiers. And in just a second, you'll see a very good skater from the United States of America, and Chris Sen. Right now, we take a look back at Saifullah's run.
Nice frontside 50-50 down the big ledge, then a nice kickflip up the Euro cap, followed by a frontside board slide up the rail, and then check this out, Paul. Nice axle stall, getting some speed, and booyah! Nice big backside air over the ski jump there. An excellent first run.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a good score, a 78.33, a good way to start. Our next skateboarder made history in the Bay Area of San Francisco, and then after that he went on to do a lot of different things, now living in Kona. His name is Chris Sen.
That's
Chris Sen.
This guy's been my friend since high school, and here's Chris Sen in 2005. Nice tail slide across the box there. Chris Sen, the Asian X Games winner last year. Nice disaster slide down the big rail there. Chris Sen, he's got the style, the amplitude, and excellent technical ability.
One of the things about Chris Sen is you never know what he's going to do. He's always the unexpected rider. He will find something on the course that nobody will find, and he will do it. Yesterday we saw him looking at a little drop-in off a roof that I was curious if he was even going to try that. You were hanging out with him the last 48 hours pretty much straight when you're not on microphone.
That's right. Good send-off. So huge. Goes down there on his first run. Did you see that, Paul? That was about 6 feet out there. Chris Sen, they call him Sean Lovely, and he's one of the best skaters out here, and he's trying to deal with this heat out here. I think he's just going to try and get back up there and just try this again. Here he goes.
Judges like it when you come back and nail the trick you just missed.
But hang on to that 360. Just having a tough time out here, but you see that this guy has the power and the ability to really break it off in his run.
Yes, and right now, Chris Sen just trying to get in the flow, and I have a little bit of prediction. I think he'll come back and nail his second run.
That's right, he usually does. And look, he's like he's just having a good time out there. Look at him, he's got a nice smile on his face. He's going to try it again. He doesn't. When he falls, Paul, he gets right back up and goes for it.
And we might be here a while because he might try this several times. There you go.
There it is, huge backside 360, real crowd favorite here, Paul. And one of my best friends. Let's see what he's got. Nice little backside wally there. Trying to get some of the flow going here. Little back tail on the upper ledge back in. So Chris Sen only gets a couple of tricks out of his first run there. But that's all right. He'll come back with an excellent second run.
Well, he fell on the backside 360 attempt a couple times and then nailed it. And here's a look at it.
Check it out. Boom. Look at that, Paul. He's about 4.5 feet above that box. And then he's got a nice backside wall. You see his style, real aggressive, and he's an absolute veteran out there. Nice backside tail with a nose grab to pop back in there.
So Chris Sen will have a pretty good score, even though he only got 3 tricks in. 63-67, currently in second place. You'll see more of Chris Sen in a little while, right here on Asian X 2006. Lin Chi. That is a good look at the course, and you can see all the different angles that the skateboarders have to attack this course, and you can start, drop in wherever you want. There's no designated start or finish.
That's what's great about the street course here, Paul. There is no rules. It's basically whatever you want, whenever you want, and that's an excellent style.
Lin Chi, or Chi Lin, pardon me, Chi Lin, age 25, 10th place at the Asian X Games in 2002.
And starting off with a nice 360 flip. I really like this guy's style, Paul. An excellent kick flip into the big bank there. Coming out of Shanghai, China, getting it done for Fly Skate Shop. A little kick flip to fakie there.
So starting it off technical. Ji Lin from Shanghai, China, represents Fly Skateboard Shop. And he's got a little pause in his run. So I guess what they're going to do, the judges are going to reset him here because he wasn't sure if he was supposed to go or not, but he drops in and they'll start the time right now.
Look at that, just bangs it out again. Another 360 flip into that kick flip down the big plank. Lin Chi having a pretty good run here. Kick flip to fakie. Looks like he broke his right wrist there, but this guy really has some smooth style. Can't quite hang on to that fakie flip there.
You certainly don't want to fall back on that right wrist. I know that he probably didn't get doctor's permission to be out here, but you never do.
I think these guys are all right. I think Doug Coleman let him go on this one because he's got that brace on there. He had a couple falls there, but let's see what he's got. Nice frontside 50-50 down the big rail there. And
when Emil says the 50-50, that means the two trucks that hold the wheels onto the board, they are splitting the pipe coming down on the rail.
That's right. Lin Chi, he had a couple of falls, but let's see what he's got for the rest of his run. Trying to put together the first run. These first runs are always hard, Paul.
Nice.
Nice crooked grind there. You see his board was sideways a little bit up on the front truck, the nose grind. That's called a K grind.
K grind down the rail. Let's see what he's going to finish it off with.
Nice. Another huge frontside 50-50 down the biggest rail on the course.
That's pretty tough because that rail is actually pretty thick and flat.
That's right. He breaks it off a little bit. Probably a great score for him for his first run. A couple falls like I mentioned before, Paul, but let's check out his run here. Nice kick flip into the big bank there, and then here it is, a nice frontside 50-50 down the medium-sized rail. Look at that K grind, just real stylish, Paul. And then he's going to finish off his run with a huge frontside 50-50. Sticks the landing there. Lin Chi, 25 years of age from Shanghai, China.
And this will be probably your best score of the day so far because he added a technical element, and he gets a 79, moves into first place. So a nice score. And Josh Rulin from Melbourne, Australia. And he is getting ready to come on to the street course. His sponsors are Quicksilver, Nike, and Modus. And we like to mention the sponsors because that's the only reason these kids are here.
That's right. And we saw Josh yesterday on the vert ramp. He was the skater that got added. And this guy is a really nice guy. We saw him out here yesterday. And another one of these Aussies. He's got the nice technical ability, and he also has the really good amplitude. Starts off with a nice K grind. Oh, can't quite hang on to it. Like I mentioned before, Paul, these first run jitters really getting to these guys as well as the heat.
Yes. And some of these guys normally aren't out of bed at this time of day, but, you know, they have great skate sessions at nighttime.
That's right. Josh Rulon, 19 years of age, coming out of Melbourne, Australia. And a nice 5-0 there. Look at that. Oh, can't quite hang on to that backside lip slide, which the lip slide is where your board is sliding, and he's backside with his back towards the rail. And it seems like his other Australian mates are out there cheering him on here, Paul.
That was a real tough fall. You know, pardon me, Emil, he came in here, of course, and he fell on his first trick, and that just kind of got him off his mark.
That's right. But he got that backside lip slide there, and then he got a nice 360 kick flip there. Let's see what he does for the second half of his run here. Nice. Side ollie to crooked grind to fakie.
That was a great combination. You know, the spectators, I'm sure they're right there by the ramp. They could appreciate that, seeing that in person.
Excellent. He's got a nice style, not too much amplitude on this run, but his technical ability is really good. Nice backside palm.
Oh, man.
Goes down. Looks like he's got a smile on his face anyway. We're going to see him, and I expect better things for Josh for his second run.
Yeah, that was a nice run if he could nail all of his tricks, but he did start off in here. This was a nice going down the ledge here.
Nice 5-0 there, and there's the nice backside lip slide we mentioned before. And then nice technical trick, the frontside ollie to nose grind to revert the hard way. And then here's his bail. Just can't quite hang on to that backside bonus there.
Awaiting his score for Josh. 73 moves into third. Had some technical elements in there.
Josh Rulon, you'll see him for his second run. I bet you're going to see a lot better score out of him.
Well, the crowd's going to get fired up for their hometown boy. And this is a great crowd. And coming in right now and getting ready to drop in is Ahmad Padin, and you can see that he has participated in a few Asian X Games in 2000 and 2004.
That's right. Padin has his own board here on Climax, which is one of these skateboards. And then he's got a nice frontside board slide here. This is last year at the Asian X 2004, excuse me. Nice there to tail. Padin, nice smooth style, nose slide across the bar. Padin's been competing for many years now, and he's one of the Malaysians' best skaters.
He is 30 years old, a veteran on the skate park competition tour. And here he goes, flips into the course.
Nice, Padin. You hear the crowd really pumped up for this guy. Nice nose slide there on the big ledge. Padin getting it done for Climax, which he has a board, which you can buy right down here in the X Games Village.
That's right.
Nice, yeah, a little crooked grind, and then got it to nose slide there. 360 flip. Padin putting together a pretty nice little run here, Paul.
He certainly is.
Nice block to Fakey. Listen to the crowd roar for Padin. Padin putting together a pretty nice little run here, Paul.
He certainly is.
Nice block to Fakey. Listen to the crowd roar for Padin. Nice Fakey kick flip.
So far, he has nailed 6 tricks in a row. He's 6 for 6.
Listen to the crowd here, Paul. They really love this guy. The Malaysians really aggressive, and they really like and they really pump up their competitors.
They certainly do, and representing.
Oh, can't quite hang on. That would have been a wicked bail there, but nice. You see, these guys are professionals. They know how to fall, and that was excellent that he saved himself from a mean bail there.
Oh, he turned into a tap dancer on that rail. Very nicely done. Cirque du Soleil competitor sometime, or Cirque du Soleil performer someday.
That's right. What's he got? Oh,
man.
Right, hang on.
All right.
That's going to be it for Padin's first run. You'll see a better second run out of him.
Well, you know, Emil, he nailed 6 tricks in a row. His first 6 tricks coming on the course, and then he lost it, but the judges will look at those first 6, and this is one of them.
Nice nose slide down the big ledge there. And then look at that, the K grind to the nose slide, just barely hanging on. Looks like he was stoked on that one. Nice. Can't quite hang on to a little 5-0 there on the little box. And then, just tap dance like you mentioned on the rail there. Not too bad of a fall. These guys fall a lot harder than that.
Waiting for his score, coming in with a 72 for Padin, currently in 4th. Nice job. Coming next at you from Los Angeles, California, Dane Brummett. Dane is 28 years old and living out of Los Angeles, and a good skate scene going on in Southern California.
And that's right. He's also married to a Brazilian woman, and he's got a house in Brazil, so he spends his time basically on the road, LA and Brazil. And I've been rooming with him all week, and he starts it off great with a nice little frontside 50-50, then into a nollie flip off the nose of the board there, Paul.
Very technical dropping into this course. You actually have a room here?
That's right. I got 6 guys out.
I think you're, what are you in there for, 10 minutes a day?
Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what Dane's got. Nice backside
good.
Smith up the ledge there. You see they get a little bit more points if they go up the ledge.
Now he is 3 for 3 on his tricks. He hasn't banged out a lot of tricks, but he hasn't missed either.
Nice frontside 5-0 down the big rail. Kick flip to Fakey. Dane putting together a nice run here.
It certainly is, and I know that the judges like to see you use as much as the course as you can. Your thoughts so far, has he used enough?
He's got a bunch. He could probably hit that big quarter pipe or the ski jump a little bit, but he's a technical skater, not too much amplitude, but he has so many technical tricks that's what he really relies on, as you saw that nollie down the ledge there.
Trying to finish strong, and he will.
Nice K-grind down the medium-sized rail. And then a little finger flip to finish it off. Great run for Dane Brummett from Los Angeles, California.
Wow, Dane nailed all of his tricks, 8 tricks, the first skateboarder to stay on the entire time.
You see that nollie flip down the big bank there, then that super stylish backside Smith up the ledge, and then a nice frontside 5-0. That's a hard trick there, but Dane just makes it look so easy, also finishing it off there with a nice crooked grind. I'm
real interested to see the score as he finishes here with that rollout. Let's see what he's going to get. He's going to go to first, yep, with 85.33. Very nice. So that is so far your first place competitor. And in this final competition, he's got that one run underneath his belt. Jeff Williams, Asian X Games 2003. What did he do? Just a gold, no big deal.
That's right. They call him Skunk. Jeff Skunk Williams coming in now to South Wales. This is the 2002 X Games. Nice big method there. Skunk having a great run. Nice ollie 180 nose grind. Then a nice K-grind there. Skunk, he's got the style, he's got the technical ability, and he's Australian like we talked about yesterday. He's got the uber huge airs.
Can I ask you why you call him Skunk?
It was just kind of a nickname that just stuck that Sasha Steinhorst gave him.
All right.
Nice kickflip up the Eurogap, starting it off quick. He's like, Sendal, get out of my way there, buddy. I got to use this whole course.
That's right.
And Jeff Williams, nice frontside 50-50 down the big rail. Kicking it up, back up onto the big one. As you can see, he's going to use the roll in here. Watch this, watch the amplitude on this one. Yeah, nice. Backside mute into a backside 360.
Jeff Williams putting together a good run. He's got a lot of speed, good amplitude, adding the technical element.
Nice backside disaster to revert, then a half cab.
Looks like a little bit of a vert skater too.
That's right, he is an excellent all-around skater. Look at that 360 flip to fakie there. Skunk having a great run here. Little ollie flip hanging on there, Paul. What do you think?
Wow, I think he might just move into first place because Dane had a good run, but Jeff might just have that little edge right here.
See what he got on the second half of his run here. Look at that. Oh, can't quite hang on to that. He was going to go for a kickflip to fakie. I saw them nail that in practice yesterday.
And time winding down, so boy, he put 8 solid tricks together.
And you'll see him for a second run. Let's check out his run right here. Nice kickflip. You see that he cleared that Eurogap. No problem. Runs into the wall there. Then a nice frontside 50-50 down the big ledge. And then look at this. Nice.
Wow.
Backside mute.
The judges like to see you go big air on the skate park because it's not just all about the technical ability. You got to use these big ramps, and he did.
That's right. Skunk having a great first run.
What do you think? Let's see if he moves into first, and he goes into second. 82.67. Currently in second for Jeff Williams. A nice run for him. Russell Grundy coming up from Australia. He is getting ready to drop in, sponsored by a number of different affiliations, and Bill Bong is his main sponsor. Globe Shoes, roller trucks, Decline backpacks, and looking forward to seeing Russell. He in second. He'll bring it.
This guy's another Australian with nice technical power and amplitude. Starts it off with a frontside kickflip 180 up the Eurogap. And then a huge kickflip down the Eurogap. Russell trying to put together a run here. Oh, kickflip backside revert. And then a kickflip fakie can't quite hang on to it. Russell, only one bail right there. But those first 3 tricks, Paul, excellent amplitude and good power.
Emil, how different are the boards that each skateboarder is using? Are they all pretty similar?
They're all pretty similar, but some of the boards are bigger and smaller. And there's major differences in the wood manufacturing. So some of the boards, the guys like a little more pop, some of them like a little bit more concave. Most of the street skaters like a lot of concave, and the vert skaters like a little flatter board because they have to really crank it up on the vert there.
On a course like this, what size wheels and durometer are you using?
They're using anywhere from a 53 to a 56 durometer wheel and probably around a 7.5 to an 8-inch board. And most guys have pretty much the same setup. And a nice half cab ollie there. Russell trying to put together a good first run here.
Yeah. Thanks for the education on the board and the wheels.
Oh, look at that, trying a big off the ski jump to flat. And Russell, not too good of a first run, but you'll see an excellent second run out of him.
You know, that's why I have no ankles, those old school acid drops we used to do in the back of the shopping mart, you know, off the platforms with the trucks I'm in.
Let's check it out. Nice kickflip 180 up the Eurogap, and then boom, into a nice kickflip down the Eurogap. You see he's got that technical ability, a lot of flip tricks, and that's what the judges like to see.
Let's see if those flip tricks add up the points for him.
Can't quite hang it on. That was a fakie pop shove it attempt down the flat. It was like that.
Russell Grundy with a score of 79.33, currently in that 3rd spot. So Bet Bodner, he is the #1 qualifier. All the pressure's on him right now as he will wrap up the first round of 2 based on 100-point scale. And you see it, 03 and 04, he's got some Asian X Games experience.
And you should see this guy in practice yesterday. Just an amazing young man here, Paul. As he rolls in, check this out. Huge side tweak there over the ski jump and then to a nice 360. Puts his hands down there a little bit. Judges don't like to see that. Nice style here. Nice front side air on the quarter pipe. And then a nice big span. Can't quite hang on to that backside big span. Big spin is where you nollie off the nose of your board and then loses a shoe here.
What a good way to get your shoe sponsor on.
That's right. He's ready for audio shoes. Having a good time out there. Anyway, your #1 qualifier, Ben Bodnar, with a nice ollie down the Eurogap. And a nice 1-foot ollie to fakie there.
So run just to experience, and he'll hopefully come back and a second run. And it's going to be...
There's the big spin I was just talking about. He did it on the transition, which is a lot more difficult, Paul.
Be good to see what happens on his second run, but he's going to want to end something strong here, leave an impression with the judges.
Nice backside 180 flip up on Euro grab.
You mentioned up, it's so much harder going that way.
That's right, the judges like to see how the difficulty level really goes up. Ben Bodner, pretty good first run, and you'll see a better run out of him for the second run. Let's check it out here. Nice, look at that backside tweak, Paul. Just amazing there. Kind of a little hands down 360 there. Nice front side air. And then look at that, loses his shoe. I think the course is a little sticky out there.
That was great. And Ben.
Nice front side, fakie ollie 1 foot there.
This is how he finished it off.
Nice backside kickflip 180 up the Euro gap. As I
Ben.
Nice front side, fakie ollie 1 foot there.
This is how he finished it off.
Nice backside kickflip 180 up the Euro gap, as I mentioned.
So Ben getting a little drink of water and thinking about that score and what's going to happen on his second run. He'll be the last skater you see today because he's the #1 qualifier, and he will wrap it up for round number 1. Ben Bodner out of Australia. Now he has a ton of different sponsors. I guess that's what it happens when you become the #1 qualifier. You're well represented.
That's right, these young guys, they pick up a lot of sponsors quick, and basically what happens is these sponsors pay for these guys to go around the world and really pump up their equipment. He's riding for 4 Skateboards, Oakley, and Audio Footwear.
76 is the score from Ben. He is in 6th place right now. After the first heat here on the skate park course in the sport of skateboarding, here is your leaderboard. Dane Brunnick currently in first with an 85.33. Jeff Williams in second, and Russell Grundy in third. That's the way we shape up here.
The X Games Asia 2006 in association with Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. Feel the fun.
Feel the adventure. Energy. Excitement. Feel the fun at Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. The place you feel the fun.
The 2006 FIFA World Cup ball features a revolutionary panel design. This shape eliminates surface irregularities and creates a perfectly spherical ball for greater shot accuracy. Its underglass print significantly decreases abrasion of the design, and the ball's thermal bonding creates seamless panels with a smooth, consistent kicking surface. The ball has been heavily tested by the Adidas creators to guarantee the finest quality and durability, as well as keeping its unique design and overall shape. The ball is the traditional black and white in colour, but with fine gold accents around the panels to symbolise the World Cup trophy. The ball has been titled Teamgeist, meaning team spirit, a trait which is held in high acclaim by German footballers. The ball's design increases the precision of every shot the players make. This very special ball has been made exclusively for the 2006 FIFA World Cup.
The Asian X Games 2006 presented by Kia is coming to you from the Sunway Lagoon Resort Hotel. Hello, I'm Georgina in KL, Malaysia, and it's an extremely hot day, but what can I say? Extreme weather, extreme games. Still to come today. Later on, we've got the men's speed climbing final, and of course, you see the vert behind me. We're going to have the inline vert, all the action, the final coming up later on. But right now, the park course is really heating up. Will Pema keep up his lead? Or will Kadeen raise his ranking and prove to be a hero for the Malaysian crowd? Let's find out right now. Let's head back to the park course for the skateboard park final.
Thank you very much, Georgina. And you're right, we have a great final in store for the second run, and we're getting set right now, and it's like a fresh competition. We have a leader, but your best run is what it's all about. So every rider gets another crack at the course. And getting ready to go in for his second run is Jerwat Palin, and he had a couple falls early in his run. He fell on the ledge to start his first run, but let's see. You've got Dane Brumman, he's currently in first, followed by Jeff Williams and Russell Grundy. Jerwat Palin and a couple falls early, 53-67, currently 10th. He needs to get an 85-34 to take over the lead.
That's right. He didn't have a very good first run. He's currently in 10th place. But Jerwat, I seen this guy out there at practice yesterday, and he actually has some really excellent technical tricks, Paul.
Certainly does, and I know that he was looking at the course during practice and course during the first runs of everybody else. And let's see what he does coming in.
Nice frontside 50-50 down the small ledge. Followed by a big 50-50 down the big ledge. Oh, can't quite hang on to it. But as we mentioned earlier, Paul, these falls will hurt these guys, but not that much because they get so many tricks in on this par course.
That's a good point, Emil, because you can throw it away.
Nice down the rail there.
You hear metal to metal on that.
Little varial flip there. Back up on the ramp.
Emil, not a super powerful skateboarder, but he has a technical ability.
That's right, Paul. Going across. Oh, can't quite hang on. Looks like he was going for a K-grind there. Little bail. Had a couple bails. Maybe not going to come into the top three, but Jerwat Palin with nice technical ability. Nice kickflip down the ramp there.
Wow. Palin's going to finish up strong. He has 60 seconds in all. There's 2 runs to take the best of the 2. The highest score wins today in the skate park final.
Nice ollie up the Euro gap there. As we mentioned earlier, all these Asian guys, Malaysia, China, they have excellent technical ability. And that's going to do it for his second run from number 90 from Bangkok, Thailand, Jerwat Palin.
And Jerwat started off his first trick, and here we go.
Nice feeble grind there. You see that style that he's got, just so smooth. Can't quite hang on to the K grind there. And then a nice kickflip there. The judges love that technical ability. Nice ollie up the Euro gap with a backside slide.
And the score is 53-67. Goes into, 65.33. Currently in the 9th position. Mohamed Fuad Sayafua getting ready, and he is in the 5th spot, 78.33. Once again, he needs to get the 85.34 to take over the lead.
That's right, Mohamed Fuad Sayafua, one of the Malaysian homeboys coming right out of here, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. You hear the crowd really excited for him. Nice kickflip in there. Then you see that a nice nollie 50-50 down the big ledge.
The judges like about him. He has good style, relaxed, he flows nicely.
These Malaysians really get behind their guys, Paul. Oh, can't quite hang on. It looks like he was trying to varial flip up the Euro gap there.
But notice how he hustles up and just doesn't waste any time, gets right back on the course.
Nice frontside board slide up the rail. You hear the crowd just yelling for him. Dropping in on the big quarter pipe. Nice little 5-0 on the box.
Then 10 seconds of his run coming to a conclusion.
Oh, can't quite hang on to the axle stall there.
So his first run was at 78.33. We'll see what this one stands at. It might not be as high as that first one because he threw it a little lot nicer on that first run.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little bit hotter out here, and these guys are really pretty much sucking wind, as we call it. And look at the crowd. They just love him, though.
Great support. Sayafua continues his day. And once again, this is how he started.
Nice kickflip there. And look at that. Super stylish. Nice nollie 50-50 down. And then a nice frontside board slide up the rail to a nice backside 5-0 on the box. Pretty good run. Let's see how he goes.
Sayafua comes away with a 64.67, so his first score of 78.33 will stay intact. Currently in 5th. Coming up next is Chris Sen. And Chris Sen is a very popular skateboarder, not only here, but throughout the world. Originally coming from the Bay Area of San Francisco, now living in Kona, Hawaii. And his current score is 63-67, currently in 10th place, and he'll improve on that. And remember how he came into this course. He fell on the backside 360, but then he nailed it on his 3rd try before completing a couple tricks.
And Chris N, he was having a good time last night, and we'll see how he does. I've known this guy since grade school. We're really great fans. And look at that, a caveman slide. Wow, super old school. And a nice wally there. Chris N hanging on.
Emil, you must be a warrior. You've been here since grade school.
Oh, yeah. Nice backside ollie to tail up the ledge there. Chris N didn't have a good first run, but as you talked about earlier, Paul, he's having a nice second run here.
The judges respect this young man's ability.
That's right. Nice little mute there. Just looks like he's having a good time. He's going to drop in on the big quarter pipe here. You hear the crowd getting excited up there.
Do that backside 360 again, maybe. No. Oh!
A nice combo there. A rail slide up to a disaster slide on the box there. Nice combo. Judges love that.
Well, that's that young man. He's the oldest skateboarder in this competition for the park at 33, but he skates like he's 23.
That's right, but a real veteran out there. Coming in for the Buka Jimmy Tigers. Chris N, big old chicken wing is what they call that one. There's a nice little nose grab on foot there. Chris N looks like he's just having a good time out here on his second run.
Still remember Chris back in.
Is what they call that one. There's a nice little nose grab on foot there. Chris N looks like he's just having a good time out here on his second run.
Still remember Chris back in Newport, Rhode Island at the very first Extreme Games. This massive drop-in off the wall and just walked off the course. I did my trip, I'm out of here.
That's right. Finishing his run off strong there. And Chris N, like you talked about earlier, Paul, a way better second run than his first.
Doing it for all of his sponsors.
Let's check out his run here. Caveman slide, that's where you jump on the board and then do a nice backside wall. It looks like he barely pulled that one off. Then there's a nice backside tail up on the ledge, and then nice technical trick there. Rail slide up, and then to a nice board slide on the box there. Chris N showing off his dagger helmet.
Chris N will move into third place with an 81.33, so he increases on his score on the second run dramatically. And we'll see if he can hold on to that third spot. Coming up next will be from Shanghai, China, and it's Chi Lin.
That's right, doing it in time for Fly Skate Shop with a nice 79.00 for his first run. He's got a broken right arm, Paul, broken right wrist, excuse me, and he's still out here skating, getting it done.
Well, you mentioned he was cleared by our medical staff here.
Nice 360 flip into the bank there. Nice technical kick flip there. As you see, these guys don't have too much amplitude, these Asian guys, but they have really technical prowess.
Wow, look at you, buddy. You're doing good.
Nice fakie flip there. Fakie is when he goes switch, coming backwards. Nice little frontside rail slide on the box.
What do you like about him? I mean, you've got some technical element to it. I know he's favoring that right wrist. He's got to be careful, but he's still bringing it.
That's right. Look at that. Nice frontside 50-50 down the bar. I just like his smooth style. He doesn't go too big, but look at that. A nollie backside 180 flip there on the bank. He's just real smooth, just like he's having a good time, not taking it too seriously. Kind of hustles, too. That's what the judges like to see.
What about the use of the course? You like what he's done?
He's done pretty good. A nice nose grind there. K-grind on the rail. He's only using that one side. He hasn't used the ski jump, but that's all right because the judges really like to see the technical power out of this guy. And what's he got here? A nice frontside 50-50 down the big rail.
Put together a good run as we wind it down for run number 2. So
and that's going to be it.
Yeah, Lin wraps up his run. He's 25 years old. Fly Skate Shop is his big sponsor.
Coming out of Shanghai, China. Let's check it out his run. Nice. Look at that. Technical 360 flip. And then nice fakie flip there to a nice frontside board slide. And then a frontside 50-50 down the big rail. Lin Chi having a pretty good second run.
After his second run, getting a little drink of water, well-deserved, and an 80, so he increases by a point in fourth place. So nice job for Lin. Now we move on to Josh Rulin.
Nice crowd on hand today here, Paul.
Now Josh fell hard on a backside lip slide, but he had a good run after that. Currently in 8th with that 73 to start on his first.
Josh, one of the only skaters to compete in both events here, both vert and street. Let's see what he's got. Nice K-grind down the little box to start it off there. Fell on that last time, but I think he's got these jitters out of the way. Nice backside 5-0. Oh, lands on it, but then can't quite hold on.
Josh is 19 years old, so you see the wide spectrum in this competition with age. You've got 3 19-year-olds. You have a 16-year-old with Ben Bodner, who qualified first, and Chris Sens at 33, so a wide spectrum.
That's right, and a truly international field of skaters here. Skaters from all over the world. Josh Willon picking up that nice backside lip slide there, but bails on the 360 flip. Let's see what he's got for the second half of his run. Oh, last time he tried that, he pulled off the nose grind to fakie. There he was trying the frontside 5-0 to fakie, which is the back truck.
There's a lot of skateboarders that won't even go over there on that particular ramp, so he's trying to get some points.
That's right. Nice count. Only the second skater do that technical thing there. He had a nice K-grind to 5-0 up the box. Chris Sand being the only other skater to use that.
So Josh finishing up his run. The horn goes off. And this will be after the horn, so it will not count, but...
Yeah, can't quite hang on to it. Josh Rulon, pretty good second run. We'll see how he does.
Just by the sweat off his back on his shirt, you can see that he's working hard.
Nice, look at that. Starts off with a nice K-grind, then that backside lip slide, super stylish. And then that one, you see him try to get that back truck, the 5-0 to fakie, can't quite hang on. And then look at that, the K-grind to 5-0 actually lands on it, and then just slips out on the skate light.
And exhausted up there on his second run.
Look at his shirt, completely soaked.
Yeah, very warm day. It's a few degrees cooler in the shade, obviously, and Josh gets a 66.33 in that 8th spot. His run number 1 of 73 will be the one that goes in the books. Now everyone's real excited about this. Padin is getting ready to go and qualified 6th in the competition. Ahmad Padin, and there he is. Think he's got a little pressure on himself?
He does. I think but look, he's having a good time. He's one of Malaysia's homeboys coming out of Penang riding for Climax. And if you want to pick up his board by Climax, you can get it right down here in the X Games Village. And let's see what he's got for his second run here, Paul. Ahmad Padin Musa.
Qualified 6th, drops in with the flip trick.
Nice power, nice technical ability, nice nose slide down the big ledge. Padin is what they call him. He had all these these Malaysian guys have 4 or 5 names within their name, but they just call him with a nice K-grind, just barely hanging on, pulls it off. 360 flip, kind of bails a little bit, still 1-footer there. Looks like he blew out a few shoelaces there.
Well, before he did that flip trick, he did a nice job of slowing down. He took his right foot off, slowed down on his wheel, almost put the brakes on before he tried the flip trick.
That's right. If you're going a little too fast on these flip tricks, sometimes you can just not really pull it because you're going a little too fast. But Padin having a pretty good run here for a second run. And look at him trying to pop up the crowd here, one of Malaysia's homeboys.
Well, he will not medal, but he will walk away with a good cheering staff from
That's right. Look at all the competitors,
Malaysia.
too. That's what's great about all these skateboarders here, Paul. They really cheer each other on, even though it's a competition.
And they respect one another as well, because you see guys moving out of the way, and they'll try to encourage one another. It's not normally about the score. It's about the whole life of the sport.
That's right, and look at him, just having a look at him smiling. I think he's just so stoked to have a contest here in his homeland of Malaysia.
I don't know, I got the chills going over me when I saw that. Nice run coming in, good use of the ledge.
That's right, nice nose slide there, and then look at that K-grind. Whoa, just barely hanging on, but great technical power, and then just can't quite hang on to the fakie flip there. And then a nice frontside 50-50, just drifts over the other side of the rail. And he's just going to call it for his second run. Look at that smile, though.
You did okay, my friend. And thank you for welcoming us to your home country. The first score of 72 will be the one. He has a 68.67 in run number 2 in 9th spot. Our current leader is getting ready to drop in, Dane Brummett, and he nailed his first 8 tricks of run number 1, and he got a score of 85.33. You feel like he has the pressure on his shoulders? You think he'll need more? Somebody will need more than an 85.33, obviously, to win this competition.
His first run was so good, Paul, that he can almost kind of kick back on this one and just let the pressure off him and just kind of land the trucks that he wants to do. And we'll see what he's got.
Emil, what would you do if you knew that there's 3 top skateboarders coming behind you after your second run? When you have the lead, you got to step it up a little bit, don't you think?
That's right. Nice 5-0 down the ledge there. And then a nice nollie flip. Look at Dane's technical ability, just so smooth. His amplitude isn't huge, but he's going to use the whole course, which is a great, great thing about Dane. Dropping in on the quarter pipe. Oh, with a nice backside K-grind to revert up the ledge there.
Well, I think Dane is answering my question for me in the sense that he is trying to step it up. He knows that.
Oh, nice finger grind down the big rail like you were talking about. Flip there on the quarter pipe. I don't know if you saw that, Paul, but it's a very difficult trick.
Dane really stepping it up in the second run, and he might just get a better score than he did his first time around. It's okay to fall once as long as you nail a number of different tricks. This run wasn't flawless like his first run, but he has come up with a little bit different maneuvers here and there on the course and using different parts now.
Left side there. Dane Brummett, great second run.
Really nice runs for Dane, our current leader.
Check it out, nice nollie flip there. And then look at that, the backside K-grind to backside revert, and then the varial flip, look at that, just barely holding on to it there. Wow, that's just an amazing trick there.
He's doing the swim, keeping his balance. Dane, now boy, he didn't have that smile before his second run. You can see how much more he is relaxed now.
That's right, he's all finished for the day.
Oh, a 79.67 on his smile before his second run. You can see how much more he is relaxed now.
That's right, he's all finished for the day.
Oh, a 79.67 on his second run, so it will be 85.33. That's still the score to beat. Dane has it. Jeff Williams, who is currently in second place. Crowd on hand, looking on. Jeff Williams in second. Now he needs a 85.34 to move into first.
And he can do it, Paul. Jeff Skunk Williams coming out of New South Wales, Australia. He has the power and the technical ability. Oh, can't quite hold on to the 3-flip. Looks like he was going a little bit fast. He says, look out, guys. I'm going to use this whole course.
Yep. Jeff Williams has a gold underneath his belt in the history of the Asian X Games.
Nice frontside 50-50 down the rail there. Skunk going up to the top. Looks like he's going to roll in and hit the ski jump here.
Whoa,
nice big backside method into a backside 360. He's only had one fall so far. So Jeff Williams putting together a solid second run.
Winding down on this second run.
Can't quite hang on to that backside 360. That's actually a vert trick there, Paul. And he's bringing it to the street course. You see his abilities.
Well, that's the idea, that ramp up there to be able to do that, to add bigger ramps to the park course. That's what it's all about.
Look at his sweat mark down the ramp there. You see these guys really breaking it off out here for the crowd.
I think that's probably dry by now.
Yeah, with all this humidity out here, this is going really fast. Jeff Williams going to finish up his run here. Let's see if he's got it. Oh, he's trying that backside nose grind to revert.
Well, Dane.
And that's going to be it for his second run from Jeff Skunk Williams from New South Wales, Australia.
I was going to say Dane Brumm's score will still hold on because Jeff Williams will not improve, but he started off pretty good.
Nice frontside 50-50 down the rail, and then, wow, look at that method tweak. Just amazing. Into a backside 360 there. Nice little backside ollie to tail. And then tries the 360 flip fakie, goes down on that. But he's just having a good time out there. Skunk Williams.
Jeff Williams will hold on to that first run score of 82.67. Didn't fare so well on that second run with a 69.67, still in second place. And 2 skaters remaining. Russell Grundy in 5th place. Once again, he will need an 85.34 to move into first. After Russell, we only have one more skater left. That's our #1 qualifier, Ben Bodner. So Russell and Ben, the last 2 skate skateboarders to go in the skate park final.
Nice frontside 180 flip. Kind of just barely hanging on there, but Russell Grundy, another Australian here. You see the amplitude, huge kick flip over the Euro gap there. Nice backside flip revert. Russell having a much better run here. Nice little alley-oop. And to a backside flip up the Euro gap. The judges really like to see that, the technical ability. Russell Grundy.
Very hard to do that trick going up as opposed to going off a ledge or a set of stairs.
That's right. Trying that lip slide there on the big rail. That's the biggest rail that is in the course right here, and I think he's going to set up and try it again. Yeah, there it is. Just barely hanging on. Russell Grundy with a nice frontside lip slide. Kickflip to fakie. Having a great second run.
Okay, Emil, you're judging this competition. You're up there in the booth. What are you thinking?
Man, I don't know. I mean, Dane Brummett had an excellent run, but these top three qualifiers really having some great runs. Oh! Puts his hands down, but look at his feet were on the board, and that's before time. So Russell Grundy finishing his second run off strong.
Russell Grundy with a lot of different flip tricks, and that's the trick that he did at the end off that big box. Early on, this is how he started.
And it's just kind of sketchy a little bit on that frontside flip, but look at that kickflip, all huge style, and then a backside kickflip revert, and then into that frontside board slide, lip slide down that, and then here, finishing it off strong with a frontside flip. Look at the camera, didn't even catch it, he went so high.
So Russell Grundy came into this second run in third position, and actually goes down to fifth. Currently in fifth at 79.33, so Russell trying to move up, but will not.
Trying to cool himself off there. Next in your number one qualifier, currently in seventh place from Australia, it's Ben Bodnar.
So the second runs have shaken up the leaderboard because Russell was in third coming into the second run. Now he goes into fifth, and Ben Bodnar is the only skater left that can overtake our current leader, which is Dane Brummett.
Nice backside air into a backside 360, only 16 years of age from New South Wales, Australia. Oh, frontside kickflip. Frontside kickflip, frontside air is what that was. Nice leaner. Look at this. Putting together a solid second run here, Paul.
Well, Ben qualified first.
Can't quite hang on. That was the big spin. Backside alley-oop big spin there. Can't quite hang on to it.
That's going to hurt a little bit his score, but he still has some time remaining.
Using the ski jump. Oh, huge kickflip. Almost clips the camera there. He's about 6 feet out there. Ben Bodnar really trying to break it off here on his second run.
If he nails that trick, you're looking at a different score for him.
That's right. Nice frontside 50-50 down the big ledge.
So Dane Brummett with a safe gold coming at you. But Ben Bodnar trying to finish strong, but he will not. He qualified first coming into this competition on the final day.
Looks like he wants to try it again there. Trying to kick the bandy and lands it. Not on his feet, but he landed it there. What do you think, Paul?
Well, that's one way to take a seat, huh?
That's right. Wow, just amazing second runs here. And I think all these guys are super stoked.
So Ben Bodnar finishes with a little bit of style all his own, but he will not win the competition today. He did have some good tricks coming in. He's one of those guys that can really bring it when he's on.
Wow, backside tweak air, and then into a nice backside nose grab 360, and then check it out. Nice frontside kickflip, frontside air. Ben Bodnar having an excellent second run. Not quite what he needed, but still some great tricks. And then, wow, can't quite hang on to that, but a huge kickflip frontside grab.
So Ben waiting to score. He finishes off with a 76. That means our winner is Dane Brummett. No surprise there. He led going into the second runs of competition today. And Dane Brummett comes away your winner on the skate park course, followed by Jeff Williams and then Chris Sen. Chris Sen wins the bronze. And I tell you what, Dane Brummett right now gold. He's pretty happy. And tell you what, we've got an interview with him. And Jen, take it away, my friend.
Once again, down to the speed.
All right, Dane, congratulations. You took home gold. How was it like? You had 2 flawless runs over here. What was the whole game plan?
I'll just try to give it everything I got. It's real hot out here, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But I don't know, I did my best. Landed my first run, which always gives me like that extra confidence I need for the second one. Second one, I just tried to go off, and it just fell into place, worked for me, so super hyped on it.
All right, congratulations. Were you aware of the other competitors, or were you just concentrating on your own run?
Yeah, I was cheering on all the other competitors. Yeah, we're like most of the guys in there I'm friends with, and just, I was happy however it went, really, But I mean, I gave it my best, and just worked out well for me.
All right, mate. So what are you going to do with your medal? Lock and key forever, or just going to polish it once in a while, take it out?
Oh, I don't know. Probably I'll throw it in the stack, put it in the wall or something, maybe. I don't know.
All right, Dane. Really hot in Kuala Lumpur, but what do you think about the fans over here?
Pretty good fan turnout. I mean, it's been real hot, so I wasn't expecting too much for the crowd. A lot of rain the last couple days, but Sunday it was supposed to rain, and it's ended up being great weather, just super hot, and a lot of people came out. Real good crowd participation. Like, everybody seems hyped. It's a good deal.
All right, congratulations. You took home the goal. You can jump into the pool right now.
Yeah,
but Georgina, it's all back to you.
All right, I can tell you we're going to have more crowds and even hotter weather later on in the day. We've got more X Games action coming to you right here on ESPN. Stay with us after the break.
The X Games Asia 2006 in association with Digi, always the smarter choice.
Always the smarter choice.
The Champions League finals had entertained us every year on ESPN, and in this season's finale, The Champions League finals had entertained us every year on ESPN, and in this season's finale, we see two of Europe's greatest clubs, Arsenal and Barcelona, head on in Paris in a mouth-watering decider.
Ludovic Julie, and it's Barcelona who lead in Milan. And they've saved it. What a moment!
Don't miss the 50th European Championship final in the UEFA Champions League. Thursday, live on ESPN.
Got him! For the first time since 1918, they are champions of the world. The Florida Marlins, the Boston Red Sox, and the Chicago White Sox are the world champions. Champions of the world.
Major League Baseball on ESPN. The X Games Asia 2006 in association with 720 Clothing Company.
Sunway Lagoon is Asia's premier theme park. It also consists of the Surf Beach. It's an extreme sports venue. It's a 170-meter man-made beach. There's also the Surf Pool, which is the largest surf wave pool at 13,000 square meters. Now you can also enjoy 30 different rides here at the park in both the wet park and the dry park. Lots of fun there for your family. Also a volcano, Asia's first man-made volcano that erupts smoke and fire on request. Welcome back to the Asian X Games 2006 presented by Kia here at the Sunway Lagoon Resort Hotel in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm Georgina, and I can tell you things are getting hotter in more ways than one. In just a while, we'll have the inline vert final where we're going to see lots of Yasutoko sibling rivalry at its best. Now, in the prelims yesterday, Takashi finished just a little bit ahead of his older brother by 0.25 points. Will Eito bag the gold over his younger brother later on? We'll find out in just a while. But right now, I know Jen's at the speed climbing finalists. So what's going on there, Jen?
Well, Georgina, this is the backstage area, away from the crowd, away from the noise. This is where all our climbers are getting ready for the competition from Kazakhstan, from Indonesia, and from Singapore. This is where they calm themselves before the competition. You got to get up there, and first to get up to the top, we'll win the heat and move on to the next round. It's all very calm, but a lot of nervous energy over here. And back to you, Georgina.
Okay, great. Now sounds like the crowd and all the climbers are ready to find out who is going to grab the gold in the men's speed climbing final. Right now it's over to Chuck Shiner.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Day 3 of the Asian X Games 2006 here at the Sunway Lagoon and Resort just outside of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We're about to bring you the finals of the men's speed climbing event. Chuck Schreiner along here with you. We've gone through the preliminary rounds. We're now down to the final 16 contestants. Maxim Stajkovic from the Ukraine ran away from the pack, recording the fastest time at 10.45 seconds. Now, Indonesia and Malaysia have 4 qualifiers in the final. Singapore with 3, the Ukrainians 2, Hong Kong, India, and Kazakhstan have also placed a representative. There is your bracket. We said before, Stajkovic with a time of 10.45, the time to beat 10.51 recorded by Ludianto of Indonesia, one of the 4 strong contingent from that country. So again, Indonesia, a powerhouse in these games in this climbing event. As you know, yesterday the powerful Indonesian ladies team swept the medals in the women's speed climbing. Evie Nelawati grabbing gold, Yulia Stante grabbing the silver, and Yu Young Yunyar edging Lai Su Cheng of Hong Kong to claim the bronze medal. But now, time for the men, and all eyes on this gentleman right here, Maxim Stajkovic of the Ukraine, who won in 2001 and 2002 here at the X Games.
People at.
So if you look at the history and a little bit of flashback, here is Stajkovic in 2002. Look at him, Spider-Man, climbing up that left-hand side, negotiating the course as if somebody's chasing him, grabbing the top buzzer, and down he goes. So Stajkovic, our ESPN flashback 2002 X Games, and here he is right now. Muhammad Azula Afandi from Malaysia, the 18-year-old now. He qualified 16th, so he'll be number 1 going against number 16 with a time of 13.83. So, Ukraine going against Malaysia, and our opening salvo of these finals. 16 men making it, and there they go. Stajkovic wasting no time. Slight faltering by Afandi, and off he goes, as if he's been chased by fire and punching in. So Stajkovic right away asserting his dominance, easily beating Afandi, Muhammad Afandi from Malaysia, number 210. You get a chance to see it. Look at him get over that diamond. Slight hesitation in that last sector as he lost his footing, only momentarily, but plenty of space and time to punch it in. So Stajkovic laying down the challenge right away. Number 173, as we said, the champion in 2001, 2002. He will be advancing to the quarterfinals. The Ukrainian, one of 2 strong in this finals competition. Remember, we started with over 20 athletes, only the 16th best time go through. Okay, next pair we have Lai Kei-wei of Hong Kong going against Safiq Wahid. So that would be the number 8 and number 9 qualifiers. Now Lai checked in with a time of 12.42, Wahid 12.47. So this promises to be a very close race. We have the number 8 and number 9. There are his numbers. Speed silver in 2003, 23 years of age. So has smelled medal before. Qualifying 8th, and he'll be going against this gentleman right here, Safiq Wahid of Singapore. Remember, we said Singapore have 3 qualifiers in this final 16. So competitors are all chalked up and getting ready. Now watch closely, ladies and gentlemen, the routes that these guys take. Some of them will go straight over the diamond, some will go to the right. We're waiting for the buzzer. There we're off. Slight stumble there by Lai. And blazing ahead is Wahid going to the right. Let's see, here comes Lai catching up. Final sector to go. Wahid touching first. So 9/8, the time of 12.47. And you can see where Lai has some problems right from the get-go, having to play catch-up. Wahid hanging on. He will advance to the quarterfinals. So the Singaporean, there he is, having a hard time right there. But after that, that last sector being negotiated expertly, reaching out with that right hand, touching in first. So your winner, 198 from Singapore. So the Singaporeans, very disappointing in the ladies' competition.
get a man through to the quarters. All right, so we'll be looking for our third group as we get some crowd shots here. Crowd's filling up very quickly here. Sun-soaked early afternoon here at Sunway Lagoon Resort. Malaysia climbing while hard off of the other competitive spots. Gary Fernandez from Singapore, checking in with a time of 10.84, the fourth fastest qualifier, and he'll be going against Irianto of Indonesia, who qualified 13th at 13.16.
Let's see what's going to happen.
As you can see, one slip up in the men's competition is all it takes to drop you. So our harnessed in, chalked up and ready to go. Waiting for the buzzer here. Third group of two. And they're off. Even Steven going up and on the right-hand side. Irianto of Indonesia negotiating around the right-hand side. A slip up by Fernandez of Singapore, and he's not going to make up the ground. And Irianto of Indonesia going through. Number 186, your winner. Fernandez faltering from the beginning, not able to make up the ground. Irianto chasing himself up, negotiating the right side of that course around both diamonds. Coming back to the center, there he is. There is your slip up right there by Fernandez, and that will cost him big time. Irianto punching it out. So we've already gone through three pairs. There's your winner, Irianto of Indonesia, one of the four Indonesians in this competition, and the first one to make it through to the quarters. Hello again, everybody, and we're in the midst of our speed climbing men's finals here. Fourth pairing coming up. Bakori of Malaysia will be going against Praveen of India. Now, Bakori qualifying number 5 at a fine time at 10.92. Praveen, our number 12 qualifier, at 13.12. So they're strapped in, ready to go after a momentary delay. Crowd really picking up here at Sunway Resort Lagoon. A sun-splashed day, just a beautiful day for rock climbing or wall climbing is the case right here. So ready to go, the fourth pairing. Listening for the buzzer. Malaysia against India in this fourth pairing, and they're off. You can see Bakori falling behind early. Praveen, the number 13 qualifier, streaking towards the top, but hesitating at the top. It'll be close. Touching first is Praveen. So a hesitation. You can see Bakori looking to his right to check out Praveen. And while he does that, the Indian gentleman touching ahead. So an upset as number 12 seed overtakes the number 5. Watch it again. There's where we thought Praveen. And while he does that, the Indian gentleman touching ahead. So an upset as number 12 seed overtakes the number 5. Watch it again. There's where we thought Praveen had it as he stumbles over the diamond. And you can see the slight glance to the right, how it cost Bakori. So first upset of the day. Mad scramble to the top. Praveen moving his feet quickly and extending, and he will go through to the quarterfinals. So Chandrama Praveen overcoming a deficit. Now remember, he finished almost 2.5 seconds behind Bakori in the qualifying rounds. And some of the lovely ladies here in attendance. Okay, the next group is Yulianto of Indonesia. He would be going against Muhammad Jafar of Malaysia. Now these guys, Yulianto qualifying second right behind the great Stivkovic at a 10.51. Jafar, the number 15 seed, 13.58. So on paper, perhaps a mismatch, but we saw what happened just now when the number 12 defeated the number 5. So keep your eyes out. One slip up is all it takes in the men's competition. And they're off. Yulianto getting the quick start. Spider-Manning up the left-hand side, past the first diamond, reaching for the second. He isn't going to be caught. Benson is. So Yulianto touching far ahead of Jafar. He will go through to the quarterfinals. Check this out. No stumbling at all. Just negotiating straight up the course, not going to the right of the diamonds. So there is your winner, number 188. Abdulazar Yulianto from Indonesia, the second Indonesian to go through to the quarters. So our next group, another Indonesian, Asidik from Indonesia, and he'll be going against Tchaikovsky of Ukraine. So Asidik, Another one of these Indonesian, very strong team, men's and women's, as we witnessed yesterday when the women swept the medal boards clean for Indonesia. The men had the opportunity to do this again, but giant obstacles in their way. The name of Staikovsky, who is already gone. There is a second Ukrainian, Tchaikovsky, Ivan Tchaikovsky. He will be on the right. Tchaikovsky checking in at the 10th best time, 12:67. Asidi 11:63, and they're off. Leaping aboard is Tchaikovsky. Falling behind as he goes to the right. To the left is Asidi. Asidi getting over that second dive, and he's going to bang in first. So the stumble, perhaps Tchaikovsky will rue the fact that he tried to go around to the right of the obstacle instead of going straight through it. Watch their techniques. Long, lanky Tchaikovsky cannot make up the speed or the ground against Asidi, who touches first. Fantastic job, just leaping 3 rungs down. So the third of these Indonesians going through to the quarterfinals. Excellent job. So your winner, number 190. Okay, our next group, Mohamed Zaki from Singapore. He'll be going against Devier Tarakov of Kazakhstan. So Mohamed Zaki bin Ramli from Singapore, 20-year-old. There he is on your left-hand side. And going against this gentleman right here from Kazakhstan, Devier Tarakov. Devier Tarakov coming in with a time of 13.5. The 14th seed going against Mohamed Zaki Rami. Checked in at 10.63, the third best time. So the favorite Singaporean on the left takes a small step and a leap, and look at him go. The Kazakhstani stumbling over that first obstacle, but not so the Singaporean. Might be the fastest time of all. As the number 3 seed Zaki just blistering over this course, going straight through it. Shortest place. Straight line. And Zaki does it. So, second Singaporean to make it through to the quarters. Remember, they placed 3 in this preliminary round. Okay, one pairing left. Gair Asmoro from Indonesia will be going against Yusuf Muhammad Hamazan from Malaysia. There's 187. Asmoro right there. So he will try and make it to be the 4th Indonesian to get through to these quarterfinals, going up against the Malaysian Yusuf Muhammad Hamazan. There he is, number 184, 17-year-old from Malaysia. So the number 6 seed Asmoro going against the number 11 seed Yusuf. They're almost ready to go here. This for the last spot in the quarterfinals. Away they go. Asmoro getting the quick start. Yusuf having all sorts of problems on the right-hand side. And it is going to be Asmoro touching easily. Yusuf having problems, still trying to negotiate the course. So Asmoro, the 4th Indonesian to go through. So another tremendous day after the performance yesterday by the Indonesian women. We check it out again. Asmoro, equal balance of leg and upper body strength. So we have had some extremely fast times here. A couple Singaporeans going through, all 4 Indonesians, and of course, Stayin Kovi, the 2001-2002 champion from the Ukraine, also going through. All eyes will be on him. So almost ready for the quarterfinals here. Check it out. Stankovi will be going against Wahid Arianto, Praveen, Yulianto, Asidik, and Mohamed Zaki against Asmoro. Okay, we'll be right back with more quarterfinal action in a moment.
What an exciting first run that was. Now we're going to find out what's going to happen a little bit later on. Now let's take a little break, and then we'll come back with more of the men's speed climbing final. Stay with us here on ESPN.
Games Asia 2006 in association with Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. Feel the fun.
Feel the adventure. Energy. Excitement. Feel the fun at Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. The place you feel the fun.
The NBA on ESPN.
They won't do his conference anyhow. That's corner.
Good ball for Zidane. Keeps going. Ronaldo is with him. And a great little change of direction. And a great finish as well.
That is a quality goal. The playing service. Here is Baptista. He's shaking off his man. And he's taken his goal wonderfully well.
The X Games Asia 2006 in association with Digi, always the smarter choice.
Here's a Kia Express update. We saw early on it was the skateboard park final. We see all the skaters doing their thrills and spills. But here is the winner for this year, Rumet, with a spectacular run here in KL, Malaysia, winning the first gold medal of the day. All right, the action doesn't stop from the X Games here in KL, Malaysia. We're going to take you back to the men's speed climbing for the quarterfinals. Here we go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready for the quarterfinal action here. The men's speed climbing finals here in Kuala Lumpur. Stoichkov would be going against Wahid. Now you have a former champion going against somebody who just blistered his way up to the top, and that will be our first pairing. Be followed by Arianto and Praveen, the surprise winner from India, followed by Yulianto and Asidik, and finally Zaki against Asmoro. So, guy on everybody's mind right here, Maxim Stoichkov going against Safiq Wahid of Singapore, one of the two Singaporeans who have made it through to this level, the quarterfinals. And does he ever have his time laid out for him? He qualified. Now, two Singaporeans who have made it through to this level, the quarterfinals. And does he ever have his time laid out for him? He qualified ninth. Stoichkov with the best overall time in the preliminary rounds. Ready for quarterfinal action. And they're gone. Stoichkov, check that out, negotiating that right-hand side. He has taken complete control of this and touched. So Stoichkov doing it again, cruising his way into the semifinals. Negotiating the right side of that diamond, coming back more mid-center, then going to the right, centering up at the end those last two grids and touching way ahead of the Singaporean. So Wahid out. Stoichkov through to the semifinals. There's your winner, number 173, Stoichkov from Ukraine, Maxim Stoichkov. No stranger to this event, as we said before. He is a 2001 and 2002 winner. Okay, that'll set up the next pairing. Toronto of Indonesia. Remember, 4 Indonesians have gone through. And the surprise, Praveen from India, who, remember, qualified only 12th. Now, he defeated Bakori from Malaysia. So, surprise for him to make it into these quarters, but there he is from Bangalore, the 20-year-old. So, what a day for India to even make it this far to the quarterfinals. Let's see if he can pull off one more upset. He can overtake the powerful Bakori from Indonesia. Check that. Iranto from Indonesia, one of the 4 Indonesians, and that is Iranto on your left-hand side. And Iranto taking a lead, and the early lead. Look at him go, slight hiccup there by the Indian Praveen, and he's being left in the wake of Iranto. No surprise this time. So Praveen bravely going out, and another Indonesian making it to the semifinals. That is Iranto, who qualified 13th. And he is through. Excellent job. So coming down here, there's your winner, number 186. Now remember, he only qualified number 13. But all you need to do is to make it in past the preliminary round. He did his job, so he has gone from 13 seeds to the semifinals just like that. And he will join Steinkovi. Okay, next grouping right now will be Yulianto, another Indonesian. There he is, the 20-year-old from Gresik. And he will be going against his fellow compatriot, Sidik, number 190, Hasbi Sidik from Indonesia. So something has to give here. We will not have both these guys going through the semifinals. So one Indonesian will bite the dust into it. But nevertheless, a very powerful team as they have shown in this competition from yesterday. Remember when the women swept 1, 2, 3. And here we go. Yulianto falling behind early. Asidik will make it. You can see another stumble by Yulianto, and Asidik like a rabbit up past that second obstacle there and just leaping his way from sector to sector, touches in first. So Asidik is through. And actually 2 hiccups there by Yulianto. So he will go through to the semifinals. Asidik, so our second of Indonesians going through, and they will meet up with Steinkovi from the Ukraine. And there is your winner, number 190. Okay, so we've got one more pairing to go in these quarterfinals. Another Singaporean, Zaki Mohammed, who literally flew up this course on the left-hand side last time. In fact, might have had the fastest time. We'll have to check that later. And he'll be going against our last of our Indonesians, Asmoro, Galar Asmoro from Indonesia. So this, to see if there will be 3 Indonesians in the semifinals to face the Ukrainian, or will Singapore land themselves the semifinals after a very disappointing day yesterday, in fact, for their women. Let's see if Zaki can save the day for Singapore. And they're off. Zaki getting off to the quick start. Even Steven going to the first obstacle. Still very even as they touch first going to the second obstacle. Zaki falling slightly behind, but here he goes back and it doesn't turn. Zaki from Singapore, I believe. Wait a minute. Have to get confirmation on this. Extremely close. Zaki, I think, is beaten at the end by Asmoro. We're going to have to check and see, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very close. And there is confirmation. I thought that Zaki touched first. And both these competitors, very good-naturedly, supporting each other. So our closest of our quarterfinals, Zaki, as we watch now, watch the hand at the end, because there was nothing to choose. Slight hiccup there by Asmoro might have cost him. And here comes Zaki firing in. Yes, you can clearly see, probably by about a 1/10 of a second, Zaki from Singapore raising the red and white for that island republic. And so there will be no clean sweep for the Indonesian. As you look at the bracket right here, Stoichkov will go against Arianto. Asidik will go against Mohammed Zaki from Singapore. So 2 Indonesians, a Ukrainian and a Singaporean, gliding into the semifinals here. Very exciting indeed in the quarters. Okay, we'll be right back in just a moment for the semifinals.
X Games Asia 2006 is presented by Kia, the power to surprise.
Whenever, wherever, whatever, Are you?
Kia, the power to surprise.
Fernando Alonso is the reigning world champion. He leads the Drivers' Championship and now in the Spanish Grand Prix is on his home territory.
It's a game on between Schumacher and Alonso at the head of the pack.
But it's Michael Schumacher who's won back-to-back races. Will he make it 3 in a row? Our coverage begins with race day.
English rugby makes its way to Star Sports this season. 12 domestic clubs will face heated competition as they tackle and toss their way to the top in the Guinness Premiership. Tuesday on Star Sports.
This year my resolution is to become a better musician.
Get your ringside seats now for this exciting lineup of total non-stop action. TNA Wrestling on Star Sports. The X Games Asia 2006 in association with Digi, always the smarter choice.
And get ready for your F1 action. The Spanish Grand Prix takes place tonight. You can catch it live 7 p.m. Hong Kong time on Star Sports. And here we are in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the Asian X Games 2006 presented by Kia. And everyone's filing into the Sunway Lagoon Resort for the X Games. Behind me you can see the vert ramp. It's full of people. They're getting ready for the action. They know they'll see in just a while. It's the inline vert final. Lots of Yasutoko brothers sibling rivalry action. But first, let's head back to the men's speed climbing wall and see who's going to get through to the finals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just about ready for the semifinals of this men's speed climbing here. This flashy, sunny Sunway Lagoon right outside of Kuala Lumpur. Semi-final action Stein Kobe, Arianto, Siddiq, and the Singaporean Mohamed Zaki. Arianto will be going against the master Stein Kobe, and then they'll be followed by the Indonesian Siddiq versus Zaki, the Singaporean. So 2 Indonesians, a Ukrainian and a Singaporean, and really everybody's favorite right here. Why? Because he won this same event in 2001 and 2002. So after a 3-year absence at the podium, Stein Kobe perhaps a heavy favorite here, but look out for the Indonesians. And don't forget the Singaporeans who really want a close race in the quarter. So Arianto, who qualified number 14 here, taking on the master in the first of our semifinals here. So we're just about ready to go. First of our semifinals. Training on their left. Arianto, slight stumble. Stein Kobe reaching the second obstacle first, but Arianto making a comeback, and here comes Stein, just barely stepping in. Stein Kobe will be your finalist. Valiant effort by Arianto. Only a couple of tenths of a second behind to deny him the gold. Stein Kobe will be your finalist. Valiant effort by Arianto. Only a couple of tenths of a second behind to deny him the gold. Check this out. Now here's where Stein Kobe pulls ahead, but you can see Arianto with a quick burst of speed generated by that leg power almost causing the upset. Stein Kobe checking in first, however. He is your first finalist. So will history repeat itself? Your winner, 173, Maxim Stein Kobe from the Ukraine. Understandably very stoked as he will be going into the finals for the 3rd time. And I don't know if we've ever had a 3-time winner. So perhaps a chance of history remaking itself here in Sunway Lagoon. Next game, 2006. Very happy to bring you this action. Hasbi Siddiq, our second semifinalist, and he'll be going against the surprise semifinalist from Singapore, Mohamed Zaki, who was the beneficiary of the closest race in the quarterfinals that we have seen. So let's see if he can pull it off again, the 20-year-old. So Singapore with a chance at a medal here. Indonesia, no strangers to the podium. Singaporean on the right, the Indonesian on your left. Siddiq going against Zaki. Both up getting off the great side. It looks to be a close race again. Zaki trailing slightly. Oh, there is your trip up right there. Zaki from Singapore will go through the finals. You can see the stumble on that second obstacle diamond. That was the undoing of Siddiq. Check it out again. Right here is where he falters. Just about check that right here. In fact, there you can see the hesitation. And we know what happens when you hesitate. You are lost. Zaki coming through, and he will go to the finals to meet the great Stein Kobe after the third and fourth place match that we will have momentarily. So, a surprise finalist. Zaki actually having a great preliminary run as he checked in with the third best time. So the best time against the third best time. Indonesia shut out of at least the finals after sweeping the women's yesterday. Now they will have a chance to get some satisfaction by maybe clipping a bronze medal out of this competition, but they will not be at the top of the podium, as those two places will belong either to Ukraine or Singapore. We'll be right back with more action in a moment.
It was certainly getting so exciting over at the speed climbing section. We saw them break the 10-second barrier, then it was a 9-second barrier. Can anyone break the 8-second barrier? It all will be revealed in just a while. The men's speed climbing final is coming up after the break right here on ESPN. Stay with us.
Whenever, wherever, whatever, whoever, Kia's ready. Are you?
Kia, the power to surprise.
The Westfalenstadion in Dortmund is known as the Bundesliga's Opera House. It was originally built for the last World Cup that Germany hosted in 1974. The famous South Stand Terrace holds 25,000 fans on its own, and the stadium is the largest in Germany. In 2004 and 5, more than 1.4 million fans flocked to the stadium, which worked out at an average of over 77,000 per match. This is both a German league and a European footballing record. With the stadium's ability to both hold and draw such large amounts of people, any game played here is met with an incredible atmosphere and a breathtaking buzz. As well as 4 earlier rounds, Dortmund will be holding one of the exciting semi-finals of the 2006 FIFA World Cup.
At the Sunway Lagoon Resort, you can see the Elephant Walk. It's a majestic, life-size elephant surrounding a lake. It gives it a serene tropical landscape, lots of lush greenery. It's just a place to host corporate dinners and social functions. Monash University is the first foreign university in Malaysia and the university's first campus outside of Australia. There's also the Sunway Medical Centre. It's a state-of-the-art private hospital. And welcome back to the X Games here in KL, Malaysia. Now the crowds are pouring into Sunway Lagoon. There's a big crowd behind me at the half pipe because they know coming up they're going to see lots of Yasutoko Brothers action for the inline vert final. And that's going to be the highlight of my day. I want to know what the brothers have in store for us this year. But there's also a huge crowd over at the speed climbing wall. The suspense is building there. They want to know who's the fastest speed climbing at this year's game. So let's head over to the wall right now and find out who's going to take the bronze, silver, and gold medal.
Thanks very much, Georgina. Here we are for the third, fourth place medal round competition here. Now, 2 Indonesians, so Indonesia will, in fact, not get shut out of the medals for the men. Remember, they swept the women yesterday. Hasidik will be going against Arianto, so a bronze medal in the offing for Indonesia. It's a matter of who will get it. That will be followed by our finals. Remember, Kobe will be trying to make it 3. Remember, he won this event 2001, 2002, the Asian X Games, and he will be going against surprise finalist Muhammad Zaki of Singapore. So let's take stock of what's going on here first. The third, fourth place medal. And here we go on the right-hand side. Competitor number 184, kind of slipping a little bit there into that last sector. A touchy burst on the right-hand side. So Indonesia coming through with the bronze medal. There we have it, number 186, Arianto, bringing home bronze for Indonesia. So 4 of the 6 possible medals, women's and men, fall in the hands of the Indonesian. Very close to right there. Now we can see getting about a sector jump on his compatriot there, Asidik, on the left-hand side. Earlier on, Asidik, a slight stumble, so Arianzo taking advantage, negotiating, of course, very carefully. The medal is at stake, even if it is bronze. Going around to the right-hand side, punching in first for the bronze medal. Okay, so that sets up our final as the two Indonesians take off. And Steinkovi will be coming out from the Ukraine. He will be going against Mohamed Zaki of Singapore, the surprise finalist in this competition. So, the question on everybody's lips, can Steinkovi make it 3 Asian X Games medals? Remember, he won 2001 and 2002. There he is right there from the Ukraine, number 173. They've got to be full of confidence here. Big following as they're giving him a hearty ovation here, going against the outsider, although he had the third best qualifying time, Mohamed Zaki bin Romley from Singapore. So possible gold, perhaps a silver for the tiny Republic. Steinkovi can't wait to get away. Zaki at the line right now, so here we go, the gold medal, the finals. Zaki hitting the wall first, Steinkovi slipping on the first sector, very close here. Zaki, a fine run. Do we have an upset here? Yes, we do. No, did he get it? He did not get it. Zaki reaching the top first, but cannot ring the bell. Steinkovi, after faltering, seeing that Zaki did not punch, an extra effort gets him the gold, almost by default. Heartbreak for Zaki. Sweet victory for Steinkovi. Although he did not reach the summit first, Zaki reached in vain for the buzzer, could not get it. Check it out again. And you can see two missteps by Steinkovi, which should have cost him. There's the first one. Now he comes up to the first sector, follows that okay, in fact pulls ahead, but then loses his grip. Zaki methodically getting to that last sector. Now watch this, reaching and not getting it. Neither does Steinkovi. He sees a mistake by Zaki, reaches again, and there is your gold medal winner. Well, you take it any way you can here at the Asian X Games. And Steinkovi will go down the books as the third victory for him. Wow. Who would have thought Zaki that close away from the gold? Just cannot touch the buzzer. And Steinkovi, after looking over to the right and seeing the mistake by Zaki, gives it another try and punches in first for the gold medal. So not the prettiest of runs, but good enough to earn Maxim Steinkovi his third medal. And you see the medals table right there. Ukraine, Singapore, Indonesia. So Indonesia taking 4 of the 6 medals in the combined women's and men's. And Steinkovi will win again. All right, we're going to throw to Jen here. We'll see you later.
What an amazing, amazing final. So close. The fans were all hyped up. We got gold medalist Maxim over here from the Ukraine. We got Zaki from Singapore. Maxim, what an amazing, amazing final. So close. The fans were all hyped up. We got gold medalist Maxim over here from the Ukraine. We got Zaki from Singapore. Maxim, I know you don't speak a lot of English, but how do you feel?
I'm very happy. It's good X game. It's good competition. It's very good.
That's all you need to know. Look at his face. You can tell he's very, very happy to take the gold. But over here, Zaki, you've done Singapore. Very proud. Got the silver medal. Mate, you reached the top first, but you just missed it. What happened?
I guess my footwork got out of place, so one crucial mistake and there goes the goal.
But in a nutshell, how's your X Games experience been so far here this year?
It's been great. The crowd's been great, but although it's a really hot place to be. But it's been great, especially getting to go against one of my idols in speed climbing. So it's really a dream come true to go to climb the finals with him.
All right, guys, fantastic. The gold and silver medals over here. Maxim, we have Zaki. What a close final.
And what a close final it was indeed. What a heartbreaking moment for Zaki. The first to reach a buzzer, but he slid. But you know, next games, anything can happen. Coming up, we're going to have highlights from the women's bouldering. And of course, the highlight of the day, the crowds are packing the grounds just to see the Yasutoko brothers in action. It's going to be the inline vert final. You can see them warming up behind me on the half pipe. It's going to be very exciting. Stay with us for more X Games action right here on ESPN.
Games Asia 2006 in association with Digi, always the smarter choice.
Digi, always the smarter choice.
Feel the adventure. Energy. Excitement. Feel the fun at Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. The place you feel the fun.
What if you already knew what will happen? Would you do anything different?
1 hour before the Formula One race begins, Star Sports brings you Race Day. It's the closest you can get to knowing what happens next.
It's total non-stop action wrestling explosion.
Bringing you 60 minutes of great performances, interviews, and news from in and out of the ring. TNA Explosion on Star Sports. The X Games Asia 2006 in association with 720 Clothing Company.
How about this for an Asian X Games added bonus? The Kia Tricks of the Day. And we go right to our gold medal winner. It's Dane Brummett. He had it. He was loaded. This guy uncorked so many tricks of the day. And Dane Brummett deserves the highlights he gets from the Kia Tricks of the Day.
It's a bright and beautiful day in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the Asian X Games 2006 presented by Kia. And certainly a hot day here at the Sunway Lagoon, but nothing's going to be the hot action you're going to see at the half pipe behind me. The crowds have gathered around there knowing that the inline berth final is just going to happen. And from the warmer, it looks like Eito Yasutoko is going to try the double backflip 720. He's never pulled it through in a competition. He's been trying it out, and the crowd wants to know if he can do it. He just might beat his younger brother, Eito. That remains to be seen, but first, let's check in with the women's bouldering highlights.
In women's bouldering in route number 2 on the prelims, Ogawa Tomoko, she was the only climber to go up the wall 100%. So she records a score of 100%. It took her 2 attempts, but this is how she did it. The difficulty of this is just mind-boggling, especially underneath. You can see where she grabs, and then she just tries to get to the next one. She has 4 minutes to get to the top. On her second attempt, she made it all the way to the top, and one excited young lady. You can see right here, just a couple more moves, and it's almost in the bank. We've had climbers get to the top here and fall, so it's not a for sure deal until she does make it to the very top. Above that Kia sign is where she wants to go, and Ogawa, look at the strain on her face, and she goes up. Can she make it? And yes, she does. She knows she's to the top. 100% on her second attempt. Amazing.
I'm here with Tomoko Ogawa, who made it right at the top of the women's bouldering qualification round. Now, the weather is so hot here. How do you prepare for this?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I will do stretching and I will take hot shower because of tomorrow hot weather.
Most definitely. Now, the route that you climbed, was it very difficult? How do you tackle a course like that?
First program, because I injured knees, the deep heel hook is very difficult.
Yep. Okay, so now, who's your main rival?
Samansbury, Australia. She is very tall and powerful, and last year champion, so I'm liable.
All right, all the best and good luck.
Thank you.
Very amazing. Talking about Samantha Berry, this is what she did. A running jump, and she gets an opportunity to go up the wall. As Ogawa said, she is very strong, very respected climber in the sport. She's been doing this a long time. She's a more powerful climber. She has power moves when she goes up, and here a very tall climber as well. You don't see too many tall and powerful climbers like Samantha on the women's side, but look at the splits that she does on the wall, and she comes down. So just misses, and Samantha Berry, she gets the bronze. And then Chongling Hong on 4 attempts. Route number 1 was a 30.05%. And see where that box is? She needs to reach that box. Those are designated areas where her left foot is on right now. And they're judged and scored on the difficulty and the route that she goes up. And it's a long way from the top and didn't make it there. So on 4 attempts, she recorded a score of 30.05. And then moving up to our gold medal, Ogawa Tomoko. 5 attempts, different route than the first time that we saw her in prelims in route number 2. And here, again, trying to move away from that box where her left foot was, and then make it to the very top. And she's just a couple panels away from the top, as you see, about 7 feet from her right hand. But here, the difficulty of trying to get to the next step. Hot out there on the course, humid, the crowd cheering her on. She just gets to the top, but she has to hold on to make it a real deal, but comes away with the gold anyway. Amazing. There's your gold, silver, and bronze.
With me are the medalists in the women's bouldering finals. We have Tomoko from Japan, Samantha from Australia, and Beatrix from Singapore. But first, let's have a few words with the champion. Tomoko, harsh conditions. How did you handle it, and how do you feel about winning this?
Very happy, and my weight is light today.
So you didn't eat very much last night, you were okay?
Hot shower.
Yes, you were saying hot shower, and that helped in your preparation for today?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now we have a silver medalist over here, Beatrix. Singapore must be very, very proud of you. Did you feel any added pressure? Were you like climbing for yourself, or you felt the weight of your nation on your shoulders?
Yeah, I guess it's nation on my shoulders. It's like everybody is expecting me to bring back something, and I'm glad that I brought back a silver.
How proud of you to be a silver medalist here at the Asian X Games?
Very, very proud. I thought that, I couldn't even make it to the finals, and I ended up a silver.
Fantastic, congratulations. Now, so our bronze medalist is Samantha, all the way from Australia. Happy with your performance to get the bronze?
Yeah, yes and no, yes. Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't finish the competition because it's the climbs are so much fun, but I came a long way, but it doesn't matter, there's always next year, and yeah, it was good to catch up with all my friends again. Yeah, so I had a good time.
Part of the competition over here, it's like the weather plays a huge part as well. Perhaps a little unfair today. You think if it wasn't because of the weather, you'd be able to have a better placing than this?
Yeah, but I think that would have been the case for a lot of the girls as well, not just me.
Because of the weather, you'd be able to have a better placing than this?
Yeah, but I think that would have been the case for a lot of the girls as well, not just me. So we were all affected, so yeah.
Fantastic. See you back next year?
Definitely. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the women's gold, silver, and bronze medalists of the women's bouldering here at Asian X Games 2006.
Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for. Sibling rivalry at its best. Yasuchoko versus Yasuchoko. I know I've been waiting for this moment. Big tricks on wheels. Will it be the older Eito or the younger Takashi? Who's gonna take the gold? We're gonna find out after the break right here on ESPN. Stay with us.
Whenever, wherever, whatever, whoever, Kia's ready. Are you?
Kia, the power to surprise.
I don't believe it! I cannot believe that just happened! He just threw a gold-handed 900! What in the world? I cannot believe we just saw that! Oh, Fresno!
It's a Kia Express update. Earlier on, we saw this young man from Los Angeles, USA, Dane Brunette, grabbing the gold for the skateboard park course and some nifty tricks, landing nicely. Certainly a well-deserved gold medal for young Dane from America. And in the men's speed climbing, it was indeed a very, very close race for these two gentlemen, Maxime from Ukraine and Zaki from Singapore. And you can see it's a Singaporean who actually scaled the wall and reached the buzzer first, but he slipped. And so the goal goes to Maxime. It's only a hot day here at the Sunway Lagoon for the Asian X, but nobody here seems to care. They're standing in the hot sun, ready to watch their favorite skaters in action. And of course, I'm talking about the Yasutoko brothers. Only 0.25 points separates them in the prelims. I know the older Eito is going to attempt a double backflip variation that's never been pulled through before in a competition run. Whilst the younger Takashi is going to have some big air and big tricks, we know for sure. So the crowd is ready. I'm ready. Let's get the party started. It's over to our commentators.
Thank you very much, Georgina. And yes, it's a gorgeous day to be on the vert ramp, and we're excited, as everyone is, to watch the inline vert final. And we did have some great action coming into this, as Georgina alluded to. We go back to the prelims, and how about it? It's a great action from start to finish.
Yes, in the prelims we saw a lot of upsets and a lot of good stuff going on. Here we are checking out Mayumi finishing up her run. Nice solid run to get her in the third place.
Yumi did a great job, and here we get set, and look at this. They were excited about it. Oh, my goodness.
California roll 1080, flat spin 540. Eito was just destroying the ramp out there, hyping up the crowd. Double backflip there. Double backflip 360. Hopefully we'll see that in the finals. It's never been landed.
And if he does, he will name that gift himself. Moving right along, more competition and more skaters bringing it.
Here we are with Takeshi Yasutoko. Huge amplitude. Forward 900s, double flat spins. These guys just know how to work the crowd.
Takeshi is your #1 qualifier as we get ready. He'll be the last guy to go in both heats. This is how we break it down at Asian X. Explained, 2 runs, 50 seconds, the best of 2 runs, and they judge on 100-point scale. So your highest point total is the one that counts to the final. Michi Kawaguchi, gets ready to get in, and Kawaguchi